Do-do. Do-do-do-do. What's going on? Let's see here. All right. Got that going. Let's see here. Do-do-do-do. All right. I know I'm a little earlier than I normally am. Got some vitamins. Popping some vitamins here. What is going on? Chris James, what's going on, sir? Glad to have you here. Let's see. Hey, buddy, what are we seeing? Oh, man. If you're talking about the fuel pay video that I made here, I put it out just last night. Let's see. Oh, wow. Looks like there's 920 views. As of right now, it's almost a full 24 hours. And the title of the video was How Fuel Prices and Driver Pay Are Affecting Owner-Operators' Bottom Line. So just wanted to see if anybody had seen that, if you have thoughts for it, against it, different opinions, if you've had a different experience as far as your pay and your fuel that you've been paying for, and how that's all kind of shaken out for you. Let me know if you've already seen that video all the way through, because the meat of it is kind of in the middle or towards the end. And I just wanted to see, excuse me, it's a Taco Bell. Just wanted to see how kind of fared across the board for you guys as well. Len Daniels says hi. Oh, Len Daniels actually does say hello. Okay, what's going on, Len? Ben Banks, what's going on? Good evening, everyone. Glad to have you here. There we go. Brett, what's going on? Hey there, all. Yes, sir. Glad to have you here. I know I'm a little bit earlier than I normally am. Usually it's 8:15, sometimes 8:30, as I'm kind of rushing to get home and get things set up after church. But today, for whatever reason, got out of church and things were a little quicker. So got home and made it happen there. All right. What do you guys, where are you going this week? What state are you going to be delivering to? Do you already know? Have you not gotten a load yet? What are the plans for this week as of now, at least? For me, I will be headed to Eureka, Missouri. And it's kind of a drawn out deal, but basically, because Synergy is so desperate for yard space, they said you could take more than one as long as you get them out of our yard quicker than normal. Well, I think it ended up being kind of a wash as far as that goes for my situation, because I basically I had a situation with my truck. Maybe I'll get into it here in just a little bit, but had a situation with my truck that it is what it is. Essentially, I had a number of different parts on my truck fail, all within about the same time. If they had not completely failed, they were real close. And essentially, I had to there was no really, for the most part, premature failures on all the parts. It was just the intervals just kind of all lined up to real recently. So that ended up hurting kind of bad. for the whole week. I basically had to work on the truck all week long. And towards the end, I had to wait on Thursday for a shop to take care of some other aspects of it. But I basically got 3 loads going to the same place. And then I had these truck issues. And so they were like, okay, well, let us know what's going on. Like, okay, great. I will. And then each day I thought I was done. And then at the end of the day, when I put the truck back together each day, basically, I was like, I'm not done. I still have other parts I got to replace, or it just didn't work out. It was just a real unfortunate deal. So, Friday evening, I picked up my truck and I did most of the work. And then I had a shop who I've been using for various things that I just don't want to touch. I had them do one last thing, and basically, I got on the road. So I've got 3 trailers, not at my house, but at places I can store them safely, securely. So I've got 3 trailers that I picked up from Synergy and brought home, essentially. And then I've got 3 trailers to drop off at the same dealership in Missouri. So that's going to be my week. Long answer, still long. I've got 3 trailers going to the same place, and love the pay rate, love the place that I'm actually delivering to, love the trip to get there. So I'm thrilled about it. Very happy, and it'll be good. But that's where I'm going. Where are you guys headed to this week? David, my brother, what's going on, bro? Headed to Indiana. Okay. Yeah, my big bro, he is coming to Indiana. And so with these loads, since they're day loads, I'm able to get home each night. So one of the nights that he's in town, we'll have to get together when I get back from dropping off a trailer. Brett, let's see here. Question to all or anyone. What does anyone use for their navigation system? What is closest to PC? Miller that is used. Okay, gotcha. Myler. Wow. Brett, I use a combination of Google as well as the Apple Maps. They've both thrown me overboard. I've showed up to cornfields before. I've shown up to some pretty sketchy places. And usually when one's wrong, the other one does have it right. If I do truly have the right address. So I do have a trucker GPS. I don't use it. It's not updated enough. It's sent me on wild goose chases. It's been difficult for me. I'm not saying you shouldn't use it. I think it could help you certainly with the multiple lane, kind of the way it shows you what lane you should be in. That was a great help when I did use it. But now Apple Maps, and I don't know if Google has their maps like that, but I'm using both Apple and Google to make that happen for GPS stuff. Chris James, I'm headed home. Len, I think, is Virginia bound. He is parked next to me. Okay. Gotcha, Chris. Brett, Daniel, great video on fuel. Gave me something to look at. Cool. Awesome. Yeah. Any way I can help stir the pot. I'm so happy to do so and challenge you and, dig into your own numbers and find out. The better we can, we can find out what the real numbers are, the more concrete we can really see and look at, okay, what does this really mean for me? What is the difference from 2 months ago till today? I think that's a huge thing. That's a great thing for us to be able to know, to ultimately make wise, better decisions. Kenneth, I'm not giving up on my dreams, regardless of what Biden does with fuel costs. Kenneth, yeah, I think there's a lot of things at play, and knowing your numbers is definitely going to help to see to see the bleeding, to see where you're really at. Something that kind of also has been in the back of my mind is tracking my my additional cost of maintaining Yes, I have a maintenance account, an account for explosions that might happen on the truck or whatever. But I don't use the whole account um, month to month, or there's money in the account to be used. How much of that am I really using? So tracking that, the cost of all these parts may be going up. How much in percentage wise has things gone? It's a little harder to do that because you don't need new ball joints every month. You don't need new. Um, Hello? Is this going? Hello? Can you guys hear me? I just lost connection for like a few seconds there. Hello, hello. Can you hear me? Anybody? Lost you, Brett. Lost me. Anybody else on there? Back now. Okay, cool, cool. Yeah, that was kind of weird. The whole internet just stopped right there for a second. Okay, cool, cool. Thank you guys. What was I saying? Oh yeah, just talking about the percentage increase in cost of maintenance. I think that's a lot harder to track because there's so many variables. Maybe that's worth looking into, but I don't know if I can. I don't have my numbers down that intricately. Ball joints that I bought 2.5 years ago or something like that, versus now and everything. Um, I think that would be a little bit more challenging to get a hold of. I think it'd be helpful, but let's see here. White Barn Farms, what's going on? Good evening, Gail. Have you ever had the front axle seals go bad to where the diff fluid starts leaking out the end of the axle? White Barn Farms, I have not on my Ram. I think that's what has happened. At least the axle seal on my Ford 7.3. Um, I still have the original seal for my front and rear diff. The somewhat plastic rubbery seal that came with the truck. Still no issues with that. Holds the seal well. I've never had it come out the sides like that. Um, that's pretty wild to me. Hopefully you can get that tracked down and get that figured out. That's not cool. Definitely do not want to burn up an axle. Oh my word. Chris James, I'm homebound, and then Len is Virginia bound, I think. Okay, okay. Good deal. Len, I have a Garmin over the road. Keeps me off the two-way restricted roads in Middlebury. Don't ask how I found them. Oh, Len. Oh, man. Not cool. Not cool. Jim, did those again? Hello? Um, okay, maybe I'm there, maybe I'm not. Jim, if you're asking, I don't know what's happening. Um, Hello? What is going on here? I think it's working. I'll just say this. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if anybody heard anything I just said, but if you, Jim Price, if you were wondering if those loads didn't hit the load board and I got special treatment, I've got the screenshot of them actually on the load board. Let me pull that up. From when I always take screenshots of them on the load board just to remind myself of what. Let's see here. Here it is. Here is the screenshot right here. Eureka, Missouri. Travel trailer, fifth wheel. And those were that's 418 miles, and they were at 205 a mile. So they definitely hit the load board, and I asked for them, and I said, "Hey, I'll take one, but they're day trips. It's a sweet setup for me. I would love to grab these trailers before I knew all the trouble I was about to have with my truck." And they were like, "Yeah, that's fine. Pick them up. The more space we can get, you take these out of here as quickly as you can, the better." So that was the plan, and then trouble happened to me. I picked up one, and that's when the party started for my issues. So yeah. Brett, ouch, that is not good. Ways, okay, Ben, gotcha. Everything on board is either Canada, Northwest, or way up east. Oh, gotcha. It's literally been over a week now since I've seen the load board. So, um, yeah, I don't even know what's on there. It sounds like it's not the best. Brett, okay, good to know. Thanks. Jim, lots are packed, just don't understand. Yeah, Jim. My understanding is they're pumping them out so quickly at this point. The amount of time before the trailers can be released to go, because oftentimes on the load board, at least at Synergy, they can't leave the yard until a certain day. And I think there's a lot more trailers that they don't even put on the load board yet and put the date because they're that far out before they are allowed, or whatever the case may be, to actually be transported and dropped off. So that is my conspiracy theory on that. Brett, just starting out. So the first few months will be interesting, I guess. Yeah. Man, oh man. It's a crash course. Hopefully not literally. The growing process. Question everything that you're doing, that you're hearing from people. Ask a ton of questions. And just, man, really dive deep into learning as much as you can about anything and everything on the road. I've had people more recently. I'm on TikTok, and I make short little videos on TikTok just for the RV transport as well as my dumpster business. I have more time doing the where I can actually record doing my dumpster stuff. So I am on TikTok, but I've had people on there comment, and they've said like, yeah, what's the big deal? It's just driving your truck like normal with something behind it. And I'm like, man, doing it for your livelihood, it's a little different. There's a lot of other factors. Um, you're trying to be profitable as possible. There's a lot of things to it. So definitely understand. Man, I wish I would have had a community that we have on YouTube and the whole RV transport community. It's just awesome to get knowledge, to learn, to ask questions. So keep that up, and you'll kill it, man. Just stick with it and ask questions. Chris James had a headlight quit on me. Yesterday, and my AC quit today. Oh, Chris, not cool, man. Right in time for it to just fail. If it's the compressor, I can help you. If it's unfortunately anything else, I could probably still help you because I've had everything fail on my AC system. I don't want to talk about it, but it's true. Stay cool, my friend. David Powers, there you go. You're back. Can hear you now. Got you now. Can't hear. Jim, fuel video was very good. Old saying, people don't plan to fail, they just fail to plan. Jim, that is that's the video. Right there. That's huge. Absolutely. Mark, hey Daniel, love the fuel cost video. Hey, cool. Thanks, Mark. Glad it was a help. Hopefully, for anybody who's not checking into their numbers and know what's really happened, and it's just kind of throwing a dart onto a dartboard. Hopefully, this can encourage you guys to find out what your exact percentage is, and really look look at a deep dive of where are you more or less profitable? Are you about the same? How much of an impact has this made? And maybe ask you the question, if you are consistently taking this many miles a week or a month, however you do it, and you are wanting to live at a budget of X with this fuel difference and everything, all the other factors at play, higher maintenance, higher everything, um, are you able to still make that target? Or maybe you should decrease your target or decrease your budget, cut some things out, whatever that, whatever that looks like for you. If you want to have this type of lifestyle out on the road, there's a lot of different factors. So hopefully that can help people. Tony, what's going on? Thinking about coming back. Okay, gotcha, Tony. Gotcha. Yeah. Seriously, anybody who wants to share your numbers or your percentages on that video in the comment section, I think that would be huge for anybody who's looking at getting out or maybe getting in, like Tony. I think that could be a huge benefit to the community. What are your percentages? What does that look like? So then they can maybe plug in their numbers, their situations into that similar type of fuel cost, and what's kind of happened here recently. Brett, oh, it has been. Oh, dear. But I'm taking notes. Brett, God bless you, sir. That's huge. A lot of people get frustrated. They get stressed out. They leave without really taking a hard look. Man, a month into the job for me, it could have been me. I could have just said, this is too hard. My truck blew up. I'm going to limp home, with my tail behind my legs and just live to fight another day. Instead, I doubled down and I bought a new to me truck and said, I rolled in the other debt from the other truck and said, it's time to get to work. I'm not saying that's what everybody should do. But there's a lot of options out there. And I think if you're going to get into this industry, you've got to be absolutely fired up. And it's not just a bright flame that burns out. Learning all the ins and outs of RV transport, no matter who you are. If you've been in other types of other types of transportation, this is a little bit different. This is kind of different. Maybe for better or for worse, but it's different, and it takes a lot of intentional thinking through things. So, yeah, that's big. Rub-a-dub-a-dub. Chris James, we now have 9 yards that are so full that it's not funny. Oh man. Jim, Chris, many loads going south or Midwest. Chuck, any more ideas or theories about the market falling out this summer? Chuck, great question. As concise as I can be. I know somebody told me recently, and I've looked at a couple other articles about it. I believe Ford is no longer taking orders for new trucks. They're so backed up. I think there's a couple of different reasons for that. The price of the vehicles that are sitting in empty lots or sitting in lots unsold, and that goes for probably every manufacturer out there. I think they're worried that they're going to absolutely lose their shirt for the trucks that are already out there. And so they're withholding more orders coming in for newer ones because they're wanting to make sure that the old new ones, don't absolutely tank and they lose everything, or a lot of money. So I think they're kind of hedging their bets on that. I think, man, that's just a small little nothing into the picture. But I think as things kind of progress, seemingly fuel has come down a little bit more, even 10 to 15 cents as far as fuel goes. I think overall there will be an absolute drop, a tanking in our I mean, pretty much everybody is thinking that. I don't know anybody who's like, no, we're all good. Maybe our president would say that. We're all good. We're all good. But I really don't think so. I think there's going to be a slow decline, and when enough people see that decline, boom, a lot of things are going to drop. I think the housing market, it has to correct. It has to tank. Prices and everything are just insane. I see more and more videos and conversations about that. It's going to pop. So across the board, and again, related to us in the industry, RV transport industry, I can see good things and bad things about that. People getting out of a home and getting into a trailer. People concerned about other things going on in our world and our country, wanting to escape, get away, buy a trailer. Buying a trailer is cheaper than buying a house. Even with prices, all markets going up. So anyways, I can't give you a full comprehensive conversation about that. Maybe my dad could. Him having a econ degree, and he's on the top shelf on that puppy. He knows what's going on and how these kind of things work. But those are my conspiracy theories. We'll see what happens. But I think as far as this upcoming year, this summer, I think our pay will remain the same. Maybe if prices come down for fuel a little bit too much, we might see a slight fuel decrease in our pay. But with the amount of people I'm assuming are getting out of this industry, it's got to be, if these manufacturers do want these trailers that have already been built pushed out, decreasing the pay, good luck. I think there's enough people hanging on and who maybe do know their numbers. And I'm not satisfied with being closer to 40% in fuel than 30. 30 is reasonable, 40 is unreasonable. That's ridiculous. So if we're going to play those kind of games, I think there's a lot more people who are more on the edge of jumping off, saying peace out, Girl Scout, and getting out of pulling these campers. And at least for the foreseeable future, with every company out there bursting at the seams with trailers now, man, I don't think they can afford to lower the pay. And that doesn't mean that they might not, how am I saying this? I think it's a possibility that there is a production slowdown because they're going to have, just like trucks are already kind of there. There's already evidently, I'm not standing in these parking lots filled with trucks end to end, side to side, butt to butt, but literally, I think there's storms ahead across the board. So Chris James, Jim, don't know, we don't have a load board. Gotcha. Chris, I have a factory headlights at the house and already talked to the shop about the AC on Friday. Nice. Was kind of questioning it Friday. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, you're gonna need the AC. Coming up, you're gonna need the AC. Richard, what's going on? Hey, Daniel, changing fuel injectors. Oh my word. This last week. Hopefully that improves my MPG. Richard, I would just say this. I had my best fuel economy towards the second half of the injector life. I had better fuel economy then than I did when I first got my truck. When I broke in my truck, whenever that mystical time is for most people, some people say 100,000, 200,000, 250, 300 maybe. I don't know if I've ever heard anybody else say that, but my injectors blew up or got stuck open, and I blacked out an entire highway. Nobody could see. I'm really grateful nobody crashed, but I blacked out an entire highway at 405,000, and it was a little sketchy. Every light on the truck was going bananas. So, in my opinion, Richard, I think you might see a slight decrease in fuel economy, to be honest. I can't say with that with certainty, but that was my experience with my new injectors, new to me. They were remanufactured, so that's another factor. Maybe you're getting OEM. I did not. I got remand, and right now they've lasted 250 ish right now. So I'm getting slightly better economy now than I was when I got those remands, similar to my original injectors. Chuck, Jim Price, Indiana Transport has several loads going west and south lots and lots of Canada loads as well. Man, Tony, I've been doing it about 6 years. Gotcha, Tony. Gotcha, Tony. Let me make sure I know. Oh, okay, gotcha. So yeah, you're thinking about coming back, and you did it for 6 years. So we, excuse me, the Taco Bell is, yeah. So yeah, I've done it 6 years and just a hair more, I guess. So we've done it about the same amount of time, man. Chris will be delivering in the morning in Alabama. Nice. Jim, Alabama pays $1.88. Man. Lee, I just put in 4 transmissions since January. What? Wow. Yeah, Lee says I just put in 4 transmissions since January. This can be very expensive, but I have the money because you make money. You have planned for that. Lee, first of all, either your foot has got to be just a wild animal and you're breaking transmissions, or whatever transmissions you're putting in there, they've got a death wish. What in the world, man? Is there something else wrong at, something, another factor that's just grenading these perfectly good transmissions? What is up with that? That's crazy, man. Arkansas Woodcutter, what's going on, sir? Hey, I caught you preaching this morning on your live stream. Hopped on there and got to catch some of the Bible studies. So that was really cool, man. Clark Kent, what's going on? I would rather order my truck from the manufacturer. Gotcha. Man, honestly, I've dreamed about it. I'm probably gonna make a video. Oh, am I back? Hello, hello. Okay. Um, I've honestly dreamed about ordering a truck online from a manufacturer, being able to do that, and just kind of put everything in the cart and then just click the button and then just wait for a truck to show up. But I'm sure it's not that simple. But I've thought about that, but I don't know if I'd have the patience to wait. The amount of time that people are talking about things waiting, having to wait for these. So, evening, Steve, what's going on? 330 turbo, 40 cents gas drop here in Florida. Nice. Let it drop, baby. Let's go. Chuck, bring on Mr. Stanton then. I agree with your theory. It's hard to forecast, obviously. I just ask because you have much more experience than me. Chuck, you know, I mean, I guess I wouldn't mind having Dad on the thing again here, but in a video or maybe a live stream. But just trying to be able to read the handwriting on the wall. What is already kind of what's already kind of in motion, and where does that lead us? For us to catch up with time, what's kind of already stacked up against us? What's the domino effect going to be, and where does that leave us? So, just trying to follow along and see as things kind of spiral out of control, seemingly. But William, where do you get the best fuel discount? William, I'm with Synergy RV Transport. I'm an independent contractor with Synergy. They have discounts through their ComData card. So ComData is a driver pay and fuel discount service company, whatever you want to call it. That's how I get paid directly from Synergy, or I do direct deposit. That's my best fuel discount across the whole country with every major truck stop, name brand, whatever you want to call it. That's the best discount I can get. You can only get that if you're working with a company who uses Comdata or maybe ES. If you're not that person and you're just simply looking for diesel discounts and you're not already with a company, or maybe they don't offer through Comdata or EFS, I've got a video more recently in the last 15 videos, something like that, where I have the Mudflap app. You can download that app on your phone, put in your credit card information or whatever bank account, you get a even bigger discount. But they have it's similar to Comdata or EFS, where you can link your information to it, and they have a smaller network probably than Comdata for sure. A smaller network of fuel stations that they give a fuel discount. The discounts sometimes beat my Comdata price between my point A to point B. Normally it doesn't, but occasionally it does. And so that's fantastic. It's not as good most of the time, but it's my plan B. And I regularly go to plan B if there's nothing else available through Comdata that really makes sense. So it's called Mudflap. You can go to my video where I talk about it and I show it. You can use my referral link. You'll get $10. I'll get $10. If you don't want to do that, knock yourself out. Do what you got to do. If you know anybody else who you want to get the $10 to, do that as well. But that's just another option for you. I think there's even more fuel discount apps with other networks that maybe you could get decent discounts through. I would just look it up, search that online, and see if you can have the better options. The more options, the better. So, Arkansas 2019 fuel was $1.80. Expensive was $2.20, $2.30-ish. Gotcha. Yeah. Crazy to think about right now. Crazy. Seems like another world away. Iceman, I think if RV transporters would just cool their wheels for a little while, the rates would go up, and there would still be a decent profit to be made. I run auxiliary tanks, and still profit margins are low. Iceman, I think you're right, but the question is, it's really a game of chicken. Could, if enough drivers wanted to, who can last longer? Drivers from paying their bills, or transport companies from coughing up a little bit more profit because they're making their profit? I find it hard to believe that every transport company out there is not still making the same money, or maybe more at this point. Taking a shavings of the additional fuel increase. They're still making their money. And drivers, we're doing what we're doing. So, who, if that were to happen, who would last longer? Who's more desperate? Transport companies losing contracts with manufacturers, or drivers, their truck being hauled away, not paying their bills, or losing their house or something crazy. So I think it's a game of chicken. And for any industry with this kind of a setup where a lot of things hinge on different sides of the coin. So Jim, sounds like the sweet spot for you is pick up, come home, spend night, deliver, and back home next day. I'm finding that works best for me. Jim, yeah. The ideal week for me, dumpsters in the morning until 10 a.m. From basically leaving my house at 10 a.m. means I drop off within a 300-mile radius. I really only want to go south or west, to be honest, of where I live. 300 miles out, 300 miles back, 600 miles round trip, roughly 9 hours, 45 minutes and of drive time. And then I'm home for late dinner, and I rinse and repeat, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, type of a thing, or Thursday or Wednesday, Thursday. I've got church on Thursday night, so I don't really want to miss that. But sometimes I'm kind of forced into a situation like that. But not running my truck overnight, not having to sleep in my back seat. I am going to be doing a review on the Tachta custom mattress that I have in my back seat. I still occasionally take a nap back there if I'm real tired out on the road or something. And there have been trips more recently where I have slept overnight in my truck. I couldn't make it home. So do want to do a final review for that custom built mattress. Spoiler alert, I'm thrilled with it still. It's held up extremely well. I sleep just as good, maybe better sometimes. Could be because I'm so absolutely tired and just drained out on the road, more than usual than when I'm at home. But I get great sleep on that thing. Mr. Ryder and we sleep like babies back there. So with a little bit of AC or cool air circulation, we're done. I'm snoring. He's probably snoring, and we're rolling. But that's how it goes. Let's see. Chris James Lee had a similar issue with my Ram 2500. Sold it for a Ford. Lee, original transmission in the truck lasted 1,300,000 miles, and then two difficulty or faulty transmissions from the factory. Just put the fourth one in. Wow. Lee, you are the man. 1,300,000 miles. That's ridiculous. I love it. And then two faulty transmissions. That stinks. I hope you have even better luck with the fourth one. Let's go for 2 million or something. Nature Nut Photos. Hello from me and Todd at our house tonight. What's going on? Oh my word. Glad to have you here. Yeah, for once I'm not in my garage and I'm not blowing you guys off because I'm doing other things, helping out a buddy doing his truck. It's been a while since I've been here in the room with you in the spare bedroom. So glad to be with you guys tonight. Dennis, what's going on, sir? How are you? How's Emily doing? Let us know or call me. I'll call you sometime here this week. Clark, what's going on? It's cheaper. I'm assuming you're talking about fuel prices. Kenneth, that's a great question. I have no idea. Anybody who goes west, the permits going out west are those prices increasing somehow? Mr. Tennessee, what's going on, everyone? Hey, glad to have you here, man. Kenneth, taxes on top of taxes on top of taxes. Oh man. Jeff Hall, hey, so I about a year and some change ago, I started a dumpster rental business. I've got a additional YouTube channel talking about that, showing my whole journey, learning about something I don't know anything of. So you can follow me on there if you'd like. It's in the description of every regular video, I think. But basically I have 2 dump trailers and I have a roll-off truck with 2 additional dumpster cans. That's not quite in operation yet, unfortunately. But I've started a local dumpster rental business here in my town, and it's not DOT, it's not higher regulations. It's just literally kind of a temporary dumpster service. So Dennis, Jeff, Daniel has another side business where he rents out dumpsters local to his area. Yep. Dennis, what's up? Mr. Tennessee, interesting coolant reservoir. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Jim, I'm 288 miles from Goshen, so 600 miles is perfect as long as coming this way. Gotcha. Yeah, that's the sweet spot for me. From my door to this dealership, it's like 303 miles. So beautiful, love it. Is there any RVs to not leave Florida? Deadhead, I like to do Indiana, Florida. Florida loads going down there are extremely rare, and if they maybe they're not extremely rare, but they go very, very fast. For maybe obvious reasons, especially in the wintertime. People want to go down south where it's going to be a little warmer. As far as any backhauls, you're probably going to be deadheading. Those are probably from Florida or south. It's going to be even harder to get a backhaul. So it's going to be deadheading. Funnings in. I am losing water somewhere and can't find it. It isn't in the oil or on the ground. Funding Zen. I don't know, man, there's a million things. I wish I could see it, but sometimes you could have a water pump fail and the water pump at the bottom has a little weep hole where it could potentially come out of when it starts to fail. And it could be such a small leak or a small draining that it actually just burns up before it actually hits the ground. So if I were you, I can't remember if you've got a RAM or not. I've recently seen a couple of your videos. I can't remember. I'm trying to watch everybody's video out there, and try to keep up with everybody. But I've got as everybody else does, a lot of things going on. So, but basically, it is possible to have a water pump fail where you literally have fluid coming out, but it's so slow that it doesn't it burns up on the engine. Literally, it not disintegrates, whatever you want to call it. It burns up before it actually touches the ground. I can't remember the word, but whatever. Thanks, Dennis. Lee, if I knew how I would send you a picture of my farmer jack that I use to put the transmission in. Lee, if you want to show everybody how you did that, send it to contact@highmileagehelper.com. I'll go to my email right now. If you send that picture to highmileagehelper.com or contact, let me just put it in the thing. Hold on here. I'd love to see the deal here. Oops. Let's see, contact at highmileagehelper.com. Bingo. All right. If you send me that picture to the email here, I will I'll grab that picture and I'll put it on the screen for everybody to see. I'm curious how that went for you. Oh man. Where am I at? Okay, Dennis. Emily is going in for lung surgery, removing her middle right lobe on Wednesday. We need prayers. Okay, wow, Dennis. We are definitely going to be praying for her. That's on Wednesday. Okay. Do I have paper? Oh man. I can't write. Let's see here. Chris James, Mr. Tennessee, after the LED video, you did that with the other transporter. Which brand do you recommend? Gotcha. Prayers coming your way for Emily, Mr. Tennessee says. Dennis, it seems like the company is holding the southern loads off of the load board these days. Most loads are either Canada, Northeast, or West. Yeah, Dennis. That's just how things roll. They know what they know how I can't even speak. They know we're going to want to take those nicer loads. So until those other ones roll off the load board, they're sticking with what up, bro? My brother just got to Lafayette here. He is on the show here. You want to grab another chair? Or, can I? Or do whatever. Can I pull this one? Come on up. Hey. Let's see here. You're here in town? Yeah, for a couple days. Wait, how we get this? Hello. Oh dear. They know you're here. The dogs are barking. Jim just did a Miami 1,300 miles. Didn't pay too good. Won't be doing that again for $1.66. Oh man. Wow. Mr. Tennessee does a lot of Florida runs. Hope he replies. Gotcha, Jim. Mr. Tennessee, Firehawks are really good headlights. Still using them. Gotcha. Homegrown country, home place. What's going on? Bad EGR cooler can cause you to burn your coolant. Hello, Daniel. Hey, that is a excellent point. If you have not, especially overheating, man, I don't know why I didn't think of that myself. Incredible point. Your EGR, when's the last time your EGR was cleaned out? All the soot going through it. If that gets clogged up, it will absolutely be overheating, but not yet failing. Don't ask me how I know that. And you will absolutely have burning. You'll be burning it up. So definitely check that out. Nature Nut Photos, Dennis. I will be praying for Emily. Chris James, Mr. Tennessee. Did you buy off Amazon? Gotcha. Yes, he did. There's a link in the description of that video. Go get that link. Do it. If that's an affiliate link, go support the creator. Any creators you can, go support them. Dennis, that water leak issue is probably dripping from the water pump. That's what I thought too. Evaporating. That's the word. I couldn't remember. Evaporating when it hits the hot block, or from somewhere else when it hits the block. Yeah. Oh, Dennis, her surgery is at 11:30. Wow, I have horrible handwriting. On Thursday, so it's not Wednesday. All right. She has some tests on Wednesday. Okay, gotcha. So Wednesday and Thursday, double dipping there. Okay. Funding's in homegrown. I recently found someone saying EGR cooler can cause loss of water. Water goes into the exhaust. Hope it isn't that. Tank holds high pressure. Gotcha. Dennis, your bro looks just like you. Hi, Kara.
Nope. I don't see it. I don't see it. He's got a better beard than me. He's got the better beard.
Oh, bro, you get a haircut?
Yeah, a couple of them.
Damn. Oh well, wow. When Dad watches this, it's gonna be a little.
He will be very happy. Yes.
Yeah, Dad. He's
information is almost complete.
We're probably gonna. We're in a texting group with our dad, and we're probably definitely gonna be getting some type of saw the video and some type of hair joke or something. But I'm
what hair?
I am trying to. I think I'm trying to catch up to you. I don't know.
Don't do it, bro.
I don't know if I'm choosing it. Oh man. MW, a while back, there was seemingly a great need for RV dealer drivers. Then there seemed to be a surplus of drivers. How about need for drivers now? But I suppose the fuel situation makes things challenging. MW, there's a crazy amount of turnover in RV transport, and overall there might be at times a massive exodus when fuel prices increase or pay decreases in response to a fuel price decrease. I think right now we're at Synergy, we're close to like 1,000 drivers. Last time I heard, that could fluctuate 100, maybe 200. That's just one company of many, of dozens of companies. Dozens as in larger than like 10 people. So I think there's a lot to say of drivers needed and maybe not needed. I know when it slows down in December and end of year, as well as July, there will be a slowdown, and there will be, market down. People will be leaving kind of staggered in the middle of July or late July, possibly August, because they're fed up with not getting loads. They'll leave the industry, and then it's clockwork every single year. It just happens. People just filter in, filter out. So yeah. Funding Zen, 5th gens no longer get cleaned. Whoa. Funding Zen. That's interesting. The EGR coolers don't get cleaned. I mean, what would happen if you did? They just don't recommend it, so they just want you to buy a brand new one. Is it that kind of shenanigan? Because I wouldn't be playing those games, but that's pretty wild. Dennis, thanks to Internet Photos. Emily is here. She says thanks too. Funding Zen. My next step is to go out on a cold night with a flashlight and warm up the truck with the light. Look for steam rising. Yeah, that's how you're going to find it. Unless it's, I guess, unless it's internally in that EGR cooler. That seems the best way to find it for me. Agreeing. Mr. Tennessee, Jim, I grab a Florida when I'm ready to head towards the house, but they are paying more than $1.66 right now. Dennis, Daniel, cover your beard, and brother, take off your glasses. You could be twins.
I'm blind right now. I can. Right, I'm gonna put it back on so I can see. Oh gosh, the squirrel pony! The squirrel pony! Oh,
baby!
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm so excited.
Mr. Tennessee, you look a lot alike. Easy, yeah. She wants the ear, bro. She wants the neck and ear.
Oh,
that's where her.
Bella, come on, baby.
Settle down, little noodle.
Pony.
Robert, what's going on? Who is your brother touring with now?
It's still the same band.
Robert is from.
Did we mention talking about it?
Yeah, I think you told him. I can't remember.
Actually started yet? Like, tell them that we started it, because like a couple months ago when I was home. Wait, when was that home for?
It was Christmas.
Was it Christmas that long ago? So since then, I may or may not have a TikTok as well. Somebody bullied me into it, but I now have a TikTok talking about my experiences on the road. The band talking about my experiences on the road. The band has requested that I not name them. So if you remember who it was before, it's the same band, but I prefer to not like post that all over the internet if I'm going to be doing videos and doing a thing. So if you were to happen to look around on TikTok enough, you might be able to find some stories from the road. And I'm going to keep putting more out as I get more into it and get more bullying from somebody. So that's what I have to say about that.
Just trying to in a healthy peer pressure way.
Yeah.
Encourage everybody to start a channel on YouTube, start TikToks, share what you have learned in any way possible.
Yeah.
The top of your noggins match.
I don't
Nature
know
Nut Photos.
But okay.
She does not play around. She is not playing kiddie games.
The honesty there.
And she's got the little emoji too. She's got the bald emoji. Oh, savage. Nature Nut, yeah.
Okay. Well.
Oh my word.
Who's my dad? Yeah.
Dennis, we need to know your brother's name.
Oh, David.
Big bro David. Yep.
Yeah.
Homegrown country home place. Check inside EGR crossover tube. If wet or clean inside, points to add cooler, it should be dry. Yeah, that's true.
Oh boy.
Dennis, Nature Nut Photos, nogging. Jim Price, that was the last load at that price. The next Florida load paid $188. Just bad timing on my part. Yeah, evidently what they say is the loads that were contracted at those prices stay at those prices even after a fuel increase, fuel surcharge increase. So yeah, for better or for worse there. Mr. Tennessee, Jim, I hate that. Yeah, they're paying more now. Michael, what's going on? Hey, glad to have you here. Broke down in Texas. Oh no. Anybody in Texas want to help out Michael? Man, what's wrong? What's going on with the truck, man? I hope you're okay and safe down there. Chris James, any update on the boat now that the weather is turning nice?
I have
Do we
plans that I need to enact to be able to get it out on the lake because I live so close to the lake. It's really a shame.
One day there will be a video made.
I've been a redemption
with
video.
Both of us on the boat in the water, not being pulled by another boat.
I've been kind of catching up on finances to break out that other 1,000 that you kind of got to do every not very long a time span. It will happen. We will have the redemption story of David and Daniel take the boat out.
If you don't know what we're talking about, there was a delivery I made real close to Nashville. I think that was just east of Nashville, where my brother lives in Tennessee. And we were going to go out on the boat. And so there was a video way back when where I hooked up to it with my truck, I believe. And
I didn't have mine.
He didn't have his truck yet. So I backed it up and he couldn't get it started. And he was kind of floating there into the abyss a little bit. And we had to pull him back in. And we never actually both got on the boat and were boating around on the lake. So
mildly depressing.
We will come back. We will be victorious.
Yes.
Let's see here. Dennis, no TikTok for me. All right. I understand. I understand. Jim, got to visit friends when I headed north, so it wasn't all bad. There you go, Jim. Very good. One of the perks of the industry. Dennis, hi, Chris James. How's it going? Replace the turbo Friday. Hello. Are we there? We're here. Got like one bar that's showing there. So I don't know if it's the website StreamYard or if it's actually.
No, I think it's you to StreamYard because I was still seeing it scroll, just no video when I was driving here.
Okay.
Not that I was watching you while driving exactly the speed limit like a good boy does. Yeah.
Where in Texas are you? Mickey, what's going on? I learned last week when pulling a gooseneck horse trailer with my short bed to not turn. Oh, you lose your rear glass. Oh, Mickey.
Ouchie.
Oh, man.
Ouchie.
Oh.
Ouchie.
That's not cool. Oh, my word. That's I got no words for that. That is rough. Michael, when I drive the truck randomly chunks violently. Michael, are you describing a front axle? If you have a Ram that has a straight axle across, are you describing a wobbling back and forth as in the steering wheel goes crazy? Or are you describing like the wheels are just kind of shuddering, not the actual axle going back and forth? Let us know what you're experiencing. We may be able to help you. Mr. Tennessee, Michael, did you get it fixed? Made it to Wichita Falls. So you got your turbo replaced on Friday, and you made it to Wichita Falls after that, or that's where it broke down, let us know on that. Did it blow up after replacing the turbo? Man, 5th gens now release heavily on def, more so than previous generations. I took my EGR valve off and replaced it a few weeks ago. Thought it was clogged. It was actually an arcing electrical connector in EGR valve. Whoa.
Doesn't sound like fun.
Oh, my word. That's pretty bizarre. I've never heard of that. Dennis says, "Oh no!" To Mickey on the turbo deal. Lynn, Memorial Day, my boat is getting cleaned and splashed. If weather is nice, let's go, Lynn. Boat it up, bro. Funny Zen, I made a video showing its condition on my channel. Funny Zen, I'm going to check into that. Thank you for letting me know that. Mr. Tennessee, so your brother lives in my neck of the woods. There you go. In
Mr. T in
Tennessee.
Mr. Tennessee in Nashville?
Are you in Nashville?
Are you
Mr.
in the middle Tennessee area? Yeah.
Jerry, what's going on? Hi, Daniel. Any tips for my first summer hauling? Started January 3rd and loving it. Jerry, great question. I would just say make sure you have a fuel tank, additional fuel tank. Try to, if there's anything I've learned,
become a mechanic.
Start learning how to become a mechanic on the side of the road. Water pump, belt, wheel studs. I'm learning the painful way about that. I am still going to share with you guys if you want, about kind of all the things I've replaced. This last week, I literally was supposed to take, like I said at the beginning of this, I was supposed to take 3 runs, and I was not able to, due to my truck saying you're a loser. So, let's see if I can't remember who it was. They were going to send me a picture of their sketchy farmer transmission jack and how they maneuvered that, but I don't see a picture in my email for that. So, oops, something's happening. Okay. Sorry, I was driving. Oh, Lee. Okay. Lee. So pictures have been sent, but I don't have anything. Maybe it's in
your other email.
Hold on, guys. We're maybe it's in a junk somehow. Oh, okay. Some type of scam collaboration or something that people are wanting to do. Yeah, guys. What in the world? Yeah, occasionally I get these emails from like scammer companies or not company. Oh my word.
Wait, is that the
that's the transmission jack. Okay. All right, everybody, hold on to your seats, please. Where am I gonna put this? I guess I had to. I don't want to do that. Let me just I want to save it. I'm gonna save to downloads. Okay, guys, hold on to your phones or your faces or something. I don't know. How do I do this? Hold on. Oh wait. Press Shift and 7.
I think that's just to
What's
go
happening?
to the 7th. Go to the 7th layout.
Hold on, guys. I'm not smart enough for this.
I also think that's right now you have a
what?
Right now you're there. Oh, okay. That's weird.
I think I need to add the
picture to the thing. Can you just
thing.
do screen share instead?
Yeah,
to
slide video file, share
share
screen.
and then,
Okay, that's what actually brings it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
No, I don't want you to record anything. No, I don't. Oh, just a window. Just a window. Okay. Actually, no. I'll just do this because it's right there.
Yeah.
Open that up.
Open that up.
Okay.
And then do preview. Yeah.
Wait.
Yep. It should be that, I think. And then click on. Well,
I literally have done this one other time and it worked flawlessly. Is that it?
is that the previous one that you did forever ago? Though?
No, that's that's something else. Hold on, guys. Appreciate your patience. I'm literally.
It's my first day at least.
Video file. Okay, here we go.
Wait,
no. What are you doing, Daniel? You're gonna blow it all up.
It's a picture.
What am I doing?
You're doing video again.
Oh my word! What am I? Slides.
Your computer.
Oh, wait, this isn't going to be a PowerPoint.
File.
It's not a PDF. It's not a.
Yeah, it's a picture. It's not a. I think share screen and do the share screen. Hit share screen again. It wants you to go. Try that. Why is it not? Go to system
Capture your
preferences.
screen to fix. Go to system. Oh my word! You should... Oh no.
Nope. Because I think you needed to go to system prefs to allow it access.
Okay.
Thrilling content. No, not that. It's system like Mac system preferences. Like the cogs. Yes, that one too.
Okay.
And then you get to go.
And what did I do? What did it say? Security.
Probably.
Said unlock the screen by selecting the lock
button
in the bottom left.
Check Google. So go to security and privacy. I think you're right. And then go
accessibility.
Yep. Do password. And then because you go to
files. Maybe that's it. No.
But it's files for Google Chrome.
Why is it so difficult?
Google Chrome to access. Because you're screen sharing. Do screen recording, even though it's not screen recording. Go right there. Yep. Now hit Google Chrome. Now hit. Oh, you have to.
Not be able to record the contents of your screen until it is quit.
It's going to
off.
Close off your whole thing. Yeah, next time. Put it on your Instagram. Man. Upload it to Instagram.
Well, I don't want to.
Oh, or not. Maybe.
Do that.
Oh, that's fair.
It's got his license plate number and everything. I don't want to be that
guy.
There's gotta. I've done this before. Are you?
Well, then you're
why?
Putting the picture.
Why?
With the license plate on it. And do the chat on the live stream, but.
Oh my word. Maybe I can make it into a PDF and then
picture into a PDF.
Oh, it's already been saved.
Yeah, I think you just save as export as PDF down there.
Oh. Folks, we may be in business. We may be in business.
Continue to not hold your breath, though.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Okay. Don't necessarily want to put my tax return on a live stream right here. Okay, folks. Oh no.
Is it upside down or sideways?
It's sideways. Okay, what?
Oh, so now you're picture in picture, sort of. But no, now it's full screen.
Okay, well.
Interesting.
Turn your head to the side, and you will see the transmission jack that who was that? I'm so sorry. That Lee Hensley put together. That is his transmission jack for getting all of those transmissions in and out. So Lee, hats off to you. Hats off to your loader or whatever that is. That is wild. Oh my word. Chris James, I'm off to bed. 1 a.m. comes early. Gotcha.
Good Lord.
Oh man. Let's see. Let's skip down.
Mr. Tennessee is in Fayetteville, Tennessee, which is way south on like the border. That's what he said earlier in there. So may have to go down.
We're gonna jump down here. So what do you think? Looks safe, doesn't it? Holly. Oh man. I mean, I just make sure I got my will in order and everything, before things go any further. After that, did not know it would be this hard. Hope this wait is worth it, Lee. I'm pulling for you, Mr. Tennessee.
Crap. What the crap?
Oh man. Yeah, that's pretty intense, for sure. I hope you're safe, and I hope it finally gets put in, and you're on the road again, man. Wow.
Wow.
I would love to see somebody change the rear diff on that at that point. Like that would be interesting to watch. I wouldn't want to do it, but. On this, Knoxville is in East Tennessee.
Yeah.
Well, guys, let's see. Hold on. Let's see. An hour and 16 minutes in. I will just share with you this. I know I made the video. I made the video. What video? What is it? I don't even remember. How do I basically talking about what was the title? Hold on. Truck breakdown, 5 miles per hour, limping on the shoulder. I made that video and it was talking about my carrier bearing failing and my tire failing. Brand new tire, and both of them failed. The carrier bearing was less than a year old, probably 6 or 9 months. That was warrantied out. The part and the labor, as well as the tire, is evidently, we'll see how this goes, that should be warrantied out as well. Now I'm stuck with the $30 whoozy watsy install, and we'll see how that goes. However, after all of that happened, after my carrier bearing and all that happened, I had as I kind of said earlier, I had 3 loads going to the same place in Missouri booked to me, because I was going to be able to get all 3 out of the yards to help Synergy get more loads out of the way to make room, because they're desperate for space. So that was the initial plan. However, what ended up happening was I came home with the first unit, and I had 4 wheel studs. They lasted 200,000 or 300,000 miles. I had 4 wheel studs that were completely sheared off. I did my pre-trip before leaving Topeka Yard for Synergy, and all 8 of them were there. They were tight. I checked all of them, and they were tight. They were good. When I arrived home, I had noticed some wobbling. I got out to look. I was like, this is a little weird. What's going on? And they were still there. Well, when I got home, 4 of them were gone, and the other 4 were actually somewhat loose. So I got to safety with that. I decided, well, Monday morning, I'll have to buy some new wheel studs. And so I bought 8 new wheel studs, replaced all 8 of them, because you never want to just do just the ones that are damaged, because guaranteed the other undamaged ones that didn't actually snap off, they've probably got some pretty bad wear with more pressure on them. So I replaced all 8 and I started to leave. When I got to the edge of town, I had the window down because it was nice. And I noticed, oh dear, there's a grinding kind of small metal shaving kind of sound being made. And so I got home, I checked out my left wheel hub assembly. Sure enough, that was on its way out. Like, I'm surprised the ABS light, the speed sensor had not already failed. It was so bad, just spinning the wheel, it was toast. So I have a wheel hub assembly that I keep on hand with me at all times, pretty much. So I had that in the garage. Boom. No, I had that in my back seat at the time, but I had that ready to go. Took off the tire, took off the wheel studs I just put on, getting the rotor out of there, replaced the wheel hub assembly. And as I was putting things back on and I was almost done, just for the fun of it, I, with a crowbar, moved the knuckle up and down with the ball joint just to see if I could. Unfortunately and fortunately, I could, which means my ball joints were toast. So I took everything off again, replaced the upper and lower ball joint on my front left side. I put everything back together, and then I went to go get an alignment because when you do ball joints, you need to get a new alignment done. So the alignment guys at the tire shop said, yeah, your left side's great. Phenomenal. You did a good job. The right side is also dead. So good luck with that. We're not going to do an alignment. Cool. So that means tomorrow is gone. So at this point, it's like Tuesday or Wednesday. The whole week was kind of a blur. But I then had to replace the right side ball joints, upper and lower. They were, once I got it off and got the knuckle off, they were toast. The bottom one was absolutely going bonkers. The top one was absolutely stiff as a board. It was not going anywhere. But the seal was gone. I mean, it was just shredded. So I'm like, I'm replacing both of them over here. And so I was thinking, well, while I'm at it, I already have the brand new bushings for my Synergy manufacturing track bar that I bought that I love. It's been over 150,000 miles for that track bar. Let's just get those bushings pushed back in, get the track bar on there, and then have 4 brand new ball joints, a new track bar, 1 wheel hub assembly. And I also, somewhere in there, one of the times I took things off, I also replaced the rotor in pads for the left side. So it turned from wheel studs, 8 wheel studs, to 4 ball joints, a rotor, pads, and a wheel hub assembly, and a track bar. Then an alignment. Finally got the alignment done. They agreed to do it because they actually could and actually get it within spec and do it right. And then I got on the road. I'm like, all right, this is my time to shine. Let's do this. Let's get on the road, make some money on like Thursday. And no. I still had some crazy noises going on down underneath that were just, I thought at each point, I thought, oh, these noises were this. And then that eliminates that noise. And then there's still this. And then there's still this. And I finally, I narrowed it down because I jacked up my rear axle and I had my wife, Kara, pump on the gas. And I thought maybe there's some noise on the drive shaft, on the rear drive shaft. Maybe it's a U-joint that I replaced a year ago. Maybe something else is going on. Has nothing to do with the rear drive shaft. And I couldn't reproduce the noise with it jacked up on the rear. So I'm like, okay, well, it's got to be in the front then. And the slight vibration at certain speeds and maybe more violent vibration at even higher speeds. So I took it to the shop and I said, listen, I'm getting vibrations. Also, when I put it in 4-wheel drive, which is kind of a obvious, direction pointer there, right there. There's an issue. There's some clicking noises, some popping noises, and vibration going on. It's got to be in my 4-wheel drive transfer case, in between the transfer case and the front axle. So I took it there. And I'll probably put some pictures on Instagram showing it. But in between the double U-joint closest to the on one end of the front drive shaft going into the axle, there's one U-joint blocked up. And then on the other end of front drive shaft, there is 2 U-joints with a whoozy whatsy little ball and something else in between. I don't know the technical term. Please educate me. I don't know what it is, but in between the double U joint, there is a ball that's supposed to be able to swivel. Well, that ball is absolutely toast, and it kept popping and knocking and causing a vibration in between those 2 U joints that I believe have been replaced once, I think. I'm not sure. So basically, the guy was like, "Yeah, it'll be a couple $100, and probably Monday by the time you're able to this out because there's another company." Oops, then we would be able to. So that's your option, or we can just take off your front drive shaft, and you can just drive today, no issues. Probably pick up a little bit of MPG. So that's what I did. Front drive shaft is off. I'm probably going to make a video about it just to, it might be possible. Some people might want to do it. If you got a 4-wheel drive truck and it's safe and possible for you to do so, maybe have somebody take off your front drive shaft right now and going into wintertime. And yeah, you're not going to have 4-wheel drive, but you're going to pick up some MPG. So one of the most sketchiest times for fuel economy and fuel prices, this may be a good option for you. Honestly, if I would have thought about it before, I probably would have done it. There we go. So anyways, after, I think that's a total of like 9 different parts that I had to replace this week. And at each point I thought I was done. And then I quickly found out, no, you're not done. You're just getting started. So it was one of the most discouraging weeks I've ever had in RV transport. I can't tell you. It was just, also one of the upper ball joints failed. I just pressed it in and I was going to be on the road, thinking that day I finally would not have been, but I pressed in the new upper ball joint on the right side. So almost at the end, replaced the whole left side and the right side, and the top of the U joint absolutely, or the ball joint like collapsed within itself. I wasn't putting pressure on it. I wasn't doing any of that. So I don't know how that's even possible. Pretty incredible. I know how to put in a ball joint. But it was just like, dude, can you, short of setting my truck on fire, like, can you fall apart any other way? Like, at times I'm sure I was having a pity party, but I'm just like, dude, are you serious? This is incredible. And the thing is, like, I can't be too upset because I got all the regular miles that I normally get out of all of those parts. Everything was reasonable besides the initial tire back on that other video I made. Everything was legit. Everything just happened to be all of their intervals, how long they lasted, 100,000, 200,000, 150, whatever it may be for all those parts.
All matched up.
That all lined up perfectly for right here. And I'm just like, dude, I hate you. And I'm just like, oh my word. And if you'd saw on Instagram and, my live stream last week didn't happen because I was helping my buddy over the weekend with his truck because he had 4 calipers, 2 rotors, 4 sets of pads, 2 brake lines that I helped him fix and replace quickly Saturday and Sunday. I did all of that work to help him, and then all of this happened through the next week, this last week. So really, yeah. So
Anything old
tractor with hay forks. Justin, is it normal for the 4x4 shifter to move while under load or deceleration? Justin, mine does. You're talking about on the floor in the center console kind of a thing. Mine wiggles like back and forth or whatever, something like that. Michael, I feel you. Hey, man, I'm telling you, the struggle is real. Mickey, wow, what a week. That's rough, Daniel. I'm telling you, dude, like it's these moments when you're not wanting to pay thousands of dollars to have somebody else do it and have it for a week, if they can even get you in right now. The thing is, even if you have the money, it's very possible right now you might not even be able to get into a shop for them to even start looking and diagnosing all the issues. It could be a week, weeks, maybe a month plus. So I'm not going to wait that long. I'm going to get back out on the road to do my two businesses. It's going to happen. I'll find a way. I'll make a way. Um, it's just really discouraging at times when these things kind of happen. Lee, the knuckle.
Is that the part that you're trying to describe? Maybe.
Okay, so the knuckle in between the two U joints. I thought that would be called like a yoke or something like that. But Dennis, anything old left? There's still parts that I have not replaced ever. Some of them are probably more, fixed parts that aren't moving. Probably every moving part on the truck, besides like the actual inner axle or something, in the actual gears, all original gears, all everything for the axles. Of course, the transmission and everything is original, but I hate you for asking that, but it's a really reasonable question at this point. Nature Nut Photos, that's a crummy week, Daniel. Yeah, let me tell you. Literally, it was so bad. I thought, man, I'll make a video about this, so at least I'll have a little camaraderie, and I can share this with people and kind of, commemorate the week with, viewers, and it'll be people can laugh at me in the comments or something. But I was just like, I just made a video about being on the side of the road and it absolutely tanking my several days in a row there. Would people even want to watch me? Absolutely struggle.
What happened next?
They probably
more days.
Yeah, no video. I didn't get enough of it on the first video, so let's go for number 2. Like, oh my word. Jim, this coming week will be great for you, Jim. I'm telling you, I really, really need this next week to be good. 3 campers to be delivered. I've got 2 dumpsters rented out tomorrow. So I'll do those dumpsters tomorrow morning. 1 in town, 1 out of town. And then I'll hook up to the 5th wheel that I've got in my driveway and boogie on over to Missouri. But I'm really hoping for smooth sailing and for better MPG with this front drive shaft out, less rotations, less moving around, and be back on the road. So very grateful to be. I can tell you, if you'd talked to me Monday through Friday, it would not have been the best conversation. Oh my word. Yes, sorry, I didn't mean to delete. I was saying that it looks like your front end is completely rebuilt. Is there anything old left in there? Okay, gotcha, Dennis. So the let's see. Calipers have maybe 100K on them right now. I've still got some life in them, I believe. Pads were fine. The other rotor's fine. The steering linkage, that I went with factory because I've gone with Mopar in the past with the steering linkage, and that's absolute trash. Moog can go jump off a cliff. Don't care for you. Don't want to talk about it. It's too soon. But so I got OEM on the Ram steering linkage. That's still good. That track bar is good. The dampener steering, the steering dampener, that's what it's called. Basically a shock going side to side. That's been in there for 300K, probably more. So probably time to replace that puppy. I don't think I need to right now, but it might be good just to get ahead of it. It's $40, $50 maybe. 2 bolts, no big deal. And everything else is new. So I should be good for hopefully another 200K ish. And at least the intervals will be different upcoming. So
Yay.
Steve, don't be discouraged, Daniel. Keep the faith. I also have spent $8,000 in the last 5 weeks fixing various things on my Ford. Steve,
Is that all? Oof.
ouch, ouchie, ouchie. You need a hug? I mean, reach out for support, man. That is rough. $8,000. That truck better be smiling for you right now. Oh my word. Hey, Michael, have a good one, man. Be safe as well. Michael, Jim, this too shall pass. I'm ready to pass other people on the road right now. I'll just tell you that. Dennis, change the damned dampener or it will change you. Yep. I think I'll get to it before it gets to me. How about that? Holland Pause. I am late to the party, and I don't know if you've talked about it, but I'm still going to ask. How is Ryder? Hey, Holland Pause, thank you for asking, man. Ryder is doing phenomenal. All of his wounds are pretty much healed. There's still a little scarring on his legs, but he is back to full throttle, jumping, roaring, flying, pouncing, the whole thing. He's going, 100% with Bella.
He came in a little bit ago, and I got to play with him.
So yeah, he's good to go. He doesn't have to wear the cone of shame anymore around his head, so he doesn't freeze. Every time we put the cone on him, he's like, "I'm frozen. I can't move. I'm stuck." Unless you lift up the cone, and then he can see, and then he'll walk around with you. But so he's good. Thank you for asking about that. I really appreciate prayers for him. And it's okay to care about our dogs, even when special people in comments are not so nice. If you know, you know. Blake, what's going on? Dennis, hi, Tim. Nature Photos. I thought weeks like that only happened to us. Maybe we're related. Our boys have beautiful beards too. I'm telling you, seriously, it can feel very lonely when weeks just go boom, like the whole week's gone. Like you're done. You're done. You thought you were done. You're not done. You'll be done in a second. So definitely, man. I mean, let's get some food together. Internet Photos. Let's have a family reunion here. Let's do it. On pause. Woot. Yeah. Dennis, gonna have to head in for the night. Safe travels, everyone. Hey, Dennis, if you're available, call me. I'll call you sometime this week. Be safe out on the road, man. Nature Photos. Good to hear Ryder is doing better. Yes, indeed. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Everybody, don't forget to like. Hey, thanks, Dennis. Appreciate that, sir. Yeah. Was there anything else? Am I forgetting something? Something that was Dennis, before you go,
don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah. Dennis, we actually are going to shut this down. We're at an hour 40 minutes in a second. I'm going to go ahead and pray for Emily. She's got Wednesday stuff going on for I believe it was her for her lung surgery, prepping stuff on Wednesday, and then Thursday is the actual lung surgery. So we are going to go ahead and pray for her real quick, and then we will hop off here. Jim Price. Yep, exactly. So real quick, we'll pray and then hop off here. Please be safe out on the road, guys. Be intentional about finding the best fuel prices out there. Prices and our discounts seemingly are dropping just a hair, so that's cool. Hopefully we're dropping below the 40 and 35%, hopefully closer to that 30 mark, 30% gross. But yeah, be safe out on the road, guys. We'll go ahead and pray real quick and then hop off. Father, we just thank you for tonight and being able to get together here on the live stream with this awesome community that we have, people who care about each other, who love each other. And we just really want to be thankful for that and who you are as well and what you do as the great physician. We do want to lift up Emily in prayer to you tonight with Wednesday, prepping for surgery, I'm assuming on Wednesday, Dennis's wife, and then Thursday, the actual surgery going on. Just guide the doctor's hands, give them wisdom, give them all the tools and the right timing for things to work out how it needs to be. Dennis loves her. We care about her as well. We want to be a support in any way possible for her safety and her life. And you value life. You're the author of life, and we just are so grateful for how you love us and you take care of us. Bless her, bless them, Dennis and Emily together. And we hope to hear a awesome report next week. We trust you. We love you. And thank you for this time together. In Christ's name we pray. Amen. All righty, guys. I will catch you later. Yep, everybody's hopping in. We will catch you later. 26 of you, go to bed. Young whippersnapper. Just kidding.
Do it.
See ya.